Stephen and I are sitting here in our Catana OC 50. We're in the process of selling her, and we thought that we would take you along in this whole process of selling the boat, the procedures, everything that we go through, and hopefully this will be a great way for everybody else to learn from us.
It's super easy. You'll pick it up in a nanosecond.
So, Stephen, we're sitting here on our boat today, the Catana Ocean Class 50. It's a little bit of a sad day because if you look around, the boat is pretty empty of all of our stuff. We've offloaded a lot of it because we are selling her. And the reason we're selling her is because it was always going to happen because she's a demo boat and we're ordering another one. We wanted to tell people from our perspective as owners the process that we're going through. And why we decided to list the boat with a broker rather than selling it ourselves.
We've done a bit of cruising on this boat. It's been a joy to sail. They really are special boats, Catanas. I mean, they're an iconic brand. In terms of selling it, you know, there are a lot of options. You know, you can do FSBO for sale by owner, which is an option that obviously we have because we're very experienced. We've been doing this a long time. But generally, we choose rather to let a broker put our boats open to the broker network to sell it. And generally, so what will happen is a buyer will have their own representation with a broker representing their interests. On our side, we put one of our brokers on the boat so that he's representing our interests. And simply we do that because we want to take the emotion out of the thing. You know, selling boats is an emotional thing, and it's like a baby show. Everyone thinks their baby is the prettiest baby. You know, I don't know.
And certainly our boat is the best boat on the market.
I haven't seen a pretty baby. They're all ugly and pink. But of course, every mother thinks that their baby's beautiful. We just want to take the emotion out of it, and you know, let the transaction happen in a calm and reasoned manner, and make sure that the buyer who's going to buy this boat has good representation in terms of survey and you know, market advice, you know, on the market, etc. So that at least we feel that this is a transaction that's been handled professionally.
So we chose one of our brokers to represent us as the sellers. Christine is a pro. She's been in the business a very long time, and I think sellers and buyers take great confidence in her ability to handle the negotiation. Obviously, we know, Stephen, that there's going to be, after the survey, there's probably going to be some stuff that the buyers want us to fix or want a discount on and so on. And that's when the brokers are really valuable for us, right?
A professional broker does a lot of stuff behind the scenes that people don't realize. For example, in this particular case, the haul out, getting a surveyor. So basically a broker will find surveyors and put a number of surveyors in front of the buyer so that they can interview and choose the surveyor that they feel fits their needs best. Then there's arranging for the haul out. There's arranging for the skipper to move the boat. Then on the documentation side, of course, you know, one of the responsibilities of the broker is to do an abstract of title, or have an abstract of title done to make sure that the boat is free and clear of mortgages, liens, etc. So that the buyer doesn't end up saddled with some sort of problem after the fact. So that's an important function that the broker does. The broker also understands the market, and so is able to evaluate whether it's a fair deal, whether it's the boat's, you know, slightly overpriced. And often a broker will you know, there's obviously buyer and seller commissions. So obviously often the broker will negotiate you know, the price down to offset commission, or possibly negotiate a more favorable commission. There's no real fixed rules in terms of that. You know, the industry standard is 10%, but you know, the times are changing, and I don't see that.
We factored that into the price when we set the price of the boat.
Well, this boat's selling, it's a demo boat, so it's selling at a very, very a good price. You know, it's a very attractive price. But it's a demo boat. We've sold a couple of boats off of this boat. So all those factors have been, you know, considered when we decided how to price the boat.
And now what happens when the buyer comes back to us and says, well, he wants $10,000 or $20,000 off because something is wrong, or how do we handle that?
Well,
or
you know, again, we stay out of it in the background. So the buyer's broker will come.
I say absolutely not.
The buyer's broker will come to the seller's broker and say that we found you know, an undeclared or an issue that was unknown, and we'd like it either repaired or a survey adjustment. And then the seller's broker will go to the seller and negotiate. But generally, we leave the negotiation between the two brokers, so that it's completely, you know, unemotional, and that way you get business done. If we're involved and someone tells us we have an ugly boat, we're going to probably be deeply offended.
Or why did you choose this blue upholstery? Well, because I love blue, but somebody else might not.
So it's better for the seller to stay right out of the picture, and let, you know, people that do this for a living, you know, do this.